Hello everybody, this is Arkragon here, and this is going to be a tutorial session. I'm kind of doing this on a whim here. It's kind of random. It's not really going to be really thought out or laid out in a more proper manner. So forgive me if I go off track, and of course you don't see my webcam and whatnot because that's kind of unnecessary. So I'm just going to provide you with a guide to sniping on how to just basic snipe. It's just basic sniping. So it's not going to be like pro sniping where you see some people like, you know, be like experts. We're not gonna do that. So let's make some dummies here. Okay. So the gun I have here is a CZ 700, I believe. And you don't need to, you know, worry about the type of gun too much, but right now this is a CZ 700. As you can kind of see, once I right click, it's an instant scope, and I can do a double scope as well if I want to get nice and close. Great. And so you can just bam, shoot the guy. Cool. Right. The second gun is in AWP. It's also pretty popular. It's similar to the AWP and similar to the CZ or CZ because it has a bolt action as well. So you shoot, and there we go. Right? Very nice. But the thing is, if you were to actually scope in, there's actually some time taken to scope in. So that's the only downside, but this gun actually deals a bit more damage than the CZ, and it's less likely to tank, although these guys are kind of tanking it right now, which is unfortunate. So yeah, that's kind of pretty simple with that. Another popular gun is going to be the CTM 200 blue. And this one is much stronger. It's, I think, the strongest sniper rifle in the game, and you can just shoot a guy in the leg, and basically they'll take a whole ton of damage, or they die pretty much. So it's very nice. You can also quick scope with that, and I'll talk about quick scoping later on in this mini tutorial. Yay! So for my tutorials, I'll be using the CZ for the most part because this is the gun I use, and as you can see by the title, it says Arkragon style. It's not like pro player style or anything, it's just my style of sniping. So it's just how I snipe. Some of you want to know how I snipe, and I have no idea why you would want to know how I snipe because I'm not like the best sniper in the world, but some of you want to know, so cool. Okay, so sniping, what do you do? So you run around, you're like, la da 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 da. I'm running here. Oh no, I see somebody. You right click, you know, say I right clicked here. You move your aim, then go bam, you shoot the guy. That's sniping. You know, that's as basic as sniping gets. But let's say you're moving, right? Let's say you're moving. See, I'm moving. I missed. What does this mean? It means when you snipe, you don't move. Right? You only move before you snipe, and you move after you snipe. So notice how when I snipe, it's more like I move before and move after. And the thing about sniping also is that you can jump. So the moment your feet touch the ground, you'll still have perfect aim without having to sacrifice recoil. You won't have recoil basically, but some games it's like, you know, once you're midair, your recoil is like insane, and then once you land, it kind of like slowly recovers. But in this game, it's more like you can pretty much shoot the moment you touch the ground. Of course, I don't have a sticker or anything on the screen, so I'm gonna be missing terribly. But you know, don't worry about that. Okay, so now you know. Don't move when you snipe. That's pretty much it. Don't move. See, once you move, you'll miss. See, I can't even hit these guys. Oh, look at that. See, I hit him, but he lost like 0 HP. So you can kind of see you don't move. Okay, great. You know, that's as basic as it gets, right? You stop, you shoot. Simple. Cool. Now, you're going to hear about these people who are like, oh no, how about these guys who quick scope? You know, quick scope. What's quick scope? So, normal scoping is scope, shoot. Scope, shoot, right? That's normal scoping. Quick scope is this. So I'm gonna do this. Right? See, notice that the scoping is like instant, basically. And so pretty much it's a quick scope. Simple as that. You just right click, left click really quickly. Like that. Right, of course I'm not aiming at the guy, but now I am. And yeah, so that's a quick scope. Simple as that. So you also hear the term quick swapping. What's quick swapping? Well, so it's basically this. So you notice that my gun is being swapped to a pistol and then to a sniper rifle. And so this happens generally when people quick scope, so that they get to avoid the bolt action of the gun. But for me, I sometimes get some issues with quick swapping because I switch to a pistol sometimes, and I'm like, oh crap, you know, it's a pistol, it's not a sniper rifle, and so I kind of delay myself. And sometimes I quick swap, say like this. Wait, so say it's like this. See, I just keep trying to shoot and quick swap. But I realize, oh, I have no bullets. So you gotta make sure you count your bullets. 1, and then. Oh crap. Anyway, yeah, so, you know, you can kind of see I'm not that great at sniping, but some of you want to know how to snipe, so it helps. And the pistol's great, especially when guys are lit. Okay, so now you know regular sniping, quick scoping, and quick swapping. Those are pretty much all you need. So, and then some other things that you might be wondering are, well, you know, I can do all that. Like, I know the theory, but how do people do it so quickly? Like, how can they just peek out a corner and, you know, shoot the guy and kill them instantly? Like, how can people do that? Like, how come you can do it sometimes? And the thing is, it's hearing. Hearing is one of the main components of that. When you say you hear some guy coming out on this side, right, on this left side right here, right? So you hear footsteps here. So what does this mean for you who's standing right here? It means look over here. That's basically it. Look over here. Shoot. Say you're hiding around a corner, right? You don't want to get found, but you know that corner's in this area. So you're gonna wait. They come out. You go like that, and you shoot them, right? And some people are like, "Whoa, how'd you kill that dummy so quickly right there?" It's called practice, right? You're not using an aimbot. You're basically using your arm, your hand. You're basically using your aiming hand for this job, right? So that's how you do it. So how do you practice that? You gotta pretty much play, you know, some target games. You can go play some flash games. That works. Or, you know, play with these dummies right here. You go, you know, bam, bam. You know, just see, notice I just swapped from the 0 ammo. You know, try to avoid that. And yeah, that's basically it for sniping. It's not that hard. You just gotta remember to stop moving, and also practice your wrist flicks, right? Right, you gotta make sure you flick to each one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right, and so that's pretty much good practice, especially when you're in scope. You can quickly scope. So that's basically it for sniping. If there's anything else, you know, put in the comments or something. Something that I forgot to go over. And of course, you know, one of the most basic things that works for assault rifles and sniping is don't run like this. Don't run like this. Run looking at the enemy. You want to stare down their barrel and, you know, shoot them instead of having them shoot you. Yeah. So that's sniping. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and I'll give another impromptu tutorial about assault rifles soon. Peace. Woo! Yeah, that's about it.